Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back. It's Anesto back again. Well done. For the people who are just there, welcome. And we segment this kind of a video and move helter-skelter. Today, guys, I'm at River YouTube here, and today River YouTube is a little bit clean. And what is very fantastic, even me right now, I'm stepping down. Look at me. The legs are here, very stepping down so as I can just step on it, because no more sewage release. Because some people had our claims, and it was now blocked, and there's no much of the sewage coming onto the River YouTube. So even right now, if I shower my face here, there's no problem gonna be encountering, as everything now is sealed permanently. Let's take a look on our River YouTube and pay attention. This is the beginning. Fantastic. Wow. Wow. So guys, today we are just talking, I'm just thinking, this area is very, very deep. Very deep. Look at where my legs are just fitting. Fantastic. Here is my legs. Wow. Fantastic. So guys, it has been a very enjoyable week, and I can just feel some sand from down here. Very fantastic. You can even excavate some sand. It's very fantastic. Very soft. Look at this. Grade 2. You can even plaster using this one here. Wow. So guys, let's take a look on what is happening to our River YouTube. Wow. Stepping in very slowly. Some areas are very deep. Today is adventure time. Fantastic. Wow. Wow. Look at this. We have some sources of water. Guys, I was ever talking about, look at this yellowness. This is called ions, extra ions that are subjected in water and in some soil. And this is what is just happening, and it's just brought with water. So whenever it's just subjected onto this, water is not so much clean in terms of use, because of it might be containing some of the ion talk about ion crystals, or some ions which are ions. Exactly. They are just subjected onto the water, so it will not be very fantastic if you want to uptake it or drink it. So some places are so deep, like this area, and the water is so clean. Look at how it's just coming in. Fantastic. Wow. Like a waterfall, and it's so fantastic, wow. fantastic. So guys, you can just feel the vibe, and also you can feel how water is just making some sounds, the popping sounds and something like that. And it's a very, very fantastic time ever possible coming out from this position of River YouTube. And I'm gonna be saying that it has been the camera is a little bit having some water, so we have to make sure that everything is so fantastic coming out from this position. Wherever you are, keep it locked, keep it in, because we have much analyzed for you and coming for you very straightforward from this position. As I've talked about now, River YouTube is so fantastic. Even right now I can just see much of people are showering, and you cannot even imagine, guys, because here in Africa we trust water which is flowing than the standing water. Like the water in my fish ponds, it's not yet trusted, but if it could be flowing water, it could be very much entrusted. Like River YouTube, it's entrusted because of it's just flowing. You can just get the pathogens are not stuck at one position, or you know, the stagnant water always have bilharzia, but the one that is just moving can never have such kind of a misery to human health. But we have some challenges, but we have been raised in an era of people showering alongside river banks, and in an era people showering at the lake banks and also the side shores. So we have to bear with the circumstances. This is Africa. That's why you can just see our faces, our bodies are sometimes we are energetic, and sometimes we have some pimples. Sometimes you can find everything, all miscellaneous challenges human body can just be encountered. So, but we have to make sure that we have to secure our bodies and secure ourselves from getting such kind of the miseries that water might be providing. So whenever we get that somebody is tampering with the River YouTube or making any miscellaneous challenges that will occur to all the people, because this water, it's the one that animals are drinking all the way from where the River YouTube starts until where it subjects itself to the bigger rivers. As animals uptake this, and also people, as you can just know about irrigation schemes, everything that people want to practice alongside rivers, even River YouTube is encountered. And also we have many practices that are done in River YouTube. One of them, we have sand mining, but it is causing some chaos, which are bringing some of the land collapsing. You can even check how the land is collapsing into this position, and how big the River YouTube is, and how much water it's coming out. And also we have about this sand harvesting has brought much of the chaos. You can just remember people were just constructing some walls alongside River YouTube. How are just tempered for, and how much times are you going to reconstruct again because of land collapsing? Even me, guys, I had some miscellaneous challenges that happened some months ago as my fish pond collapsed because of the area. And this area, it's, you can just see how it looks like. It's very, it looks like, let me get to that position so as you can check the real fact. Wow. Whoa. Woo. I'm getting in water, guys. You have to bear with the circumstances. So guys, I can just show you, because it's sand. You can even check this wall, it's of sand. And you can even check the cracks, how they're just there. Look at this, it's about to fall down. So it's a sand soil, look at this. It's a sand soil that's just onto the segment. So it can fall at any time, you can even check. It's a sand soil. And also combined with clay soil, and it brings some chaos. But down, you can find that we have some hard sand, which is the hard soil, that even water is trying to break, like this one here, but it's not breakable. But it will be whenever we have some of much, talk about much of, we have floods, it's gonna be swept out, and this is what is happening. So we are trying to make sure that everything is put in consideration as planting some trees which will be more favorable for making sure that the roots are attaching the soil, and the soil is firmly and stable. so as we can control gully erosion, as right now we have here. Look at how this kind of the roots have been subjected outside, and we're just protecting the area because these are from eucalyptus trees which are just here, and you can even see how River YouTube is expanding. Look at this area, it's so big. But here we have some grasses, and also we have some napier grasses, and it's a little bit helping because it's not being swept with swept with water whenever we have much conditions subjected. And also the River YouTube, it's very narrow. Look at this, guys. This is the whole of River YouTube. You can just imagine. Water is a little bit clean, but look at this is the River YouTube. Very minimal amount of water is coming out. So guys, this is what is happening, and keep it tuned as much are lined up for you. As also I was talking about the advantage of RiverTube. It has been supportive in terms of food security, in terms of irrigation, and people fishing some of the catfish, some of the mudfish, and some fish which are wild fish, and they can just subject or can improve the standards of living from this. And this has become much and mature for the people who knows how to fish from River YouTube. You can just find that the other small children and also people are now becoming so hectic, as by now we have people have been subjected and have been caught stealing some fish because of right now it's a little bit of a very hard condition here in Kenya. As you know, everything has been raised in terms of price. So we have fluctuation of prices in Kenya, so it has led to much of pocket is nothing unto, no one has money into the pocket. So it has become chaos, and it's one of the things that are making the history to go down. So people, right now we have a problem in Africa, and that's why you see even today I'm going to be giving you a history on what has been found onto the village of fish farming. So keep it locked as I'm going to traverse from this section of the River YouTube to my fish ponds one-on-one. Wow. So guys, look at how the fish ponds are now subjected, and we can just talk about now the fish pond is becoming green, and it's now very clean, as you can just check from all the sides. And to making much consideration, we have somebody who was just swimming here using my boat, a raft. It's just there, and I know that the kids that I was helping, and I know somebody talks about again to make sure that those kids are the ones who are traversing to your area, and they're just the people who are just stealing some fish from my asset. So I'm now thinking about that because you know, maybe sometimes you know the kids, guys, whenever you help them, they know that, oh, that guy is a very good man, as we go there he will help us, you know, something like that. So they might come whenever they want maybe to see me or I'm not around. They know that, okay, we can just do some things here. So this is the message that we always help the villagers, like the small boys, and they're coming back with a rhythm like this one. So that's a raft. I just took it out, but now it's just brought in. I don't know what's the problem. We have to bear with the circumstances. These are the kids that we have, so we have to make sure that everything is so fantastic. So onto the fish ponds now, we have the algae concentration, guys. Let me show you the algae. Look at the algae. Guys, right now we have algae, much of the algae concentration. It's now very fantastic onto this position, because it's now becoming very relevant as we want to be stocking some of the fish onto this segment. And I really like because on 22nd I might be putting some of the, I'll be putting some fish onto the fish ponds, which is 1,000 fish at each pond, because I have 3 ponds here, and I want to make sure that every pond gets 1,000 fish. And this has to happen on 22nd. Let's come to another route, because I have much of the lined up for you. This is where I put my manure. As you can just remember, I brought with even pampasses are inside here. Hey, everything is possible. So my fish ponds here, I don't know if they have some babies here, because I have some pampas here. I don't know if it will help it. So guys, I've started making sure that I want to weed this place. You can even check right now, it's being weeded. Let me wipe my camera, guys, because of some unconditional circumstances. Exactly, fantastic. So guys, this area is now being weeded because I have somebody here, and guys, I want you to help me in this. Let me show you. She's called Amachina. Hey, Amachina. Exactly, Amachina. She talked about she's very old, and she looks very young, pretty, and everything so fantastic. She was very jovial to me, and I was very, very fantastic talking to her. And she told me that I am very old and aged, but I want to help all the aged people around your village. And it was a boom, 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 very fantastic, and I really like about that, because she talks about now you have to do one thing very fantastic and meticulous. This weeding I've just started here. It's called primary cultivation, as I want to be making sure that now I'm breaking the hard pans. As you can just check, I'm now breaking the hard pans of this place, because it has been a virgin area for more than 5 years. This area has been a virgin for more than 5 years. So I decided that she told me that let me give you a small synopsis about what she was talking about and how we came to an agreement of me starting such kind of the breaking of the hard pan, which is the temporary cultivation. She called me and told me that I want you to have some of it's called plastic roll. Something like a plastic rolls that you place and you plant inside some of the plants. So if some people can just relate about that, it's about let's talk about, it's like a jerry can. Then it has some sections that you can just plant. So it's called a plastic. It's gonna be a plastic way of planting some of the plants, so as it can be very easy and sufficient for the people or like aged ones to survive with them at their area. So I decided that no, because she talked about I have to go and purchase them, then come and place to those people who are just aged. Then I thought about, oh, this will be very hard, because you can just remember, guys, the aged two people, the two couples who are just helped in terms of fixing the door, how old they are, and they are going to fetch water from very far distance to come with it and to their home. So it will be very difficult for them to go and withdraw water and bring and water their plants, because they need water. So I talked about it will be very hard for the aged one, for the people like the aged. Not every family that has an aged as the people are just helping or move the work very easily. So we have the aged ones, but sometimes they are surviving alone, like the couples you just saw onto my video. So I talked about, no, it will be not very easy for them to cultivate and also know how about to apply fertilizers, watering the plants, spraying some chemicals to them. So it will be very hard for them. And I decided that I will bring my own plot, and it will be just weeded, so as we can cultivate and plant some of the green vegetables and also help them whenever they are now ready. So this kind of a project is coming from Amachina, and I like that name, Amachina, and I really appreciate for what you have just done, and it's so meticulous, and the work has started already. and tomorrow they're gonna be finishing up to the far end, because I have decided that it's the whole part to be subjected with the greens. And also putting the matter clear, I have a pump, because I talked about it doesn't matter that we have to water or taking our aged people around, the aged people around, and go subject them to withdraw water, come with it, water the plants. So we decided that I have it's called a man maker pump. I don't know who invented such kind of a pump. I know it's from the Egyptians, from the people of Mesopotamia. Now it's called Iraq and Iran. Mesopotamia. Exactly. The ancient area of agriculture. I like that. So I know that those pumps were just, it's just the one that you can just use your legs to pump this way. Exactly. I have that pump, and I purchased it whenever I started my production of the greens that I subject or I supply to the hospital and schools. So by now, because I have some of the fish ponds here already, and it will be very, very easy for me to make sure that I'm using this fish pond's water to water all the plants that will be here, because the fish pond is here and the machine will be there, so pumping water will not be very, very complicated. It's just fixing the pipe onto the fish pond. Then I have the sprinklers, and that's what I want to tell her, because for the people who are just listening about that, I talked about even one fish pond, I will be subjecting it to the aged ones. So whenever I just put some fish, as you just help and make sure that we are moving together as a team, because right now I want to be now making sure that the greens are being produced here and the fish will be produced here, and we make sure that everything is moving forward and very fantastic. So from that, it's just only buying some sprinklers, so that whenever I come alone, because you cannot depend on people who are not just available, and I'm just capable of planting, and also make sure that I can just come and fix a pump and just start pumping whenever I have some sprinklers and some extra pipes, that because that pump comes with an 18 meters pipe only, which is called a hose pipe. And if I can just make sure that I get an extra pipe that and the sprinklers, that will help me make sure that I'm pumping water and this area will be irrigated. And if you think we can just practice a new model of planting some veggies, maybe you want us to plant them on a lean, and we have it's called an irrigation that uses a pipe that passes after every lean. We can just do that, as we have water already here, and everything will be very fantastic coming out from this segment. And I really want to appreciate my share for your thoughts, as we can just make things happen. And I'll be supplying for them for free, all the aged people around the village, and people are just, if it's just a walking distance. And if you are just listening to this video, if you have somebody else who you want maybe to be subjected into this platform, you can just subject the name to me, or I can just go and reach to the place they are, so as they can just get the supply for free every week, maybe twice a week, as this area is so big, because whenever we cultivate it fully, it means that we can just supply for like 10 people twice a week. And I'm very sure twice a week, 10 people. So we can just do that. If it's on Tuesday, or Tuesday and Thursday, or Monday and Wednesday, so we can just decide on that whenever now we have everything. And the plants, we want to make sure that they are here, because I have kales already at my home, and here we want to make sure that we have the greens, which are the managu, and also we shall have some talk about spinaches, and we shall have other like let's talk about what else is more cowpeas. Sometimes some people like it, some people don't like it, because it's so commonly here, and we have much of them that we can just plant here whenever it reaches that time. So it will be a seed bed, and also we shall be having some manure. Guys, you know these greens, they like manure, so we shall be bringing some manure using talk about whenever we get some manure outside there, we're gonna be making sure that we are getting manure manure, which is like this one I brought to put onto the fish pond. It will be very, very mature onto this area. And this is what is happening right now onto this platform, because we have to move forward as a team. So guys, I'm now moving to another section of it's called Anesto. Exactly, I'm just moving to Anesto so as I can just check what is happening to the fish pond, because they have already harvested some fish, which is sometimes it might be an emergency way of just telling it. And I know they are going they have already uploaded. If I think this video, as it's just coming to you, I think they have just already uploaded the videos, because they did it very early in the morning. So I'm just taking this kind of a route, and we have some timbers here people stole from me, and now it's now becoming a road. So guys, right now it's onto the rivers here, it's a clay. People are just now burning. You can even check onto this position. People are now burning this kind of the maize stock, so as they can cultivate the area and replant again. So this is what is happening. Oh, I see some people have planted some banana here, but water is full already into the fire. So this is what is happening at the village, guys. So we have to bear with the circumstances. Exactly. Wow, this guy has planted some arrowroots here, and they are now doing well. It's gonna be only weeding, and everything gonna be very fantastic. Wow. Oh, we have a fish pond here, and it's for my neighbor, and it's not so bad. I think they have rehabilitated the fish pond already, and now it's very fantastic. This is not the fish pond I was talking about, and we have very small fish inside here, very small one, and there are so many. Wow. I'm going to Anesto. This is the route. It's a walking distance. Then I have reached already. Hey, look at the fish. Look at that fish. Guys, this guy has already harvested fish. So you can just imagine, for a short period of time, he has already harvested some fish. I don't know where he's just open. Oh, he has an outlet here, and you can just see this is where the outlet is, and the pipe is just subjected there. So guys, this guy has harvested some fish, and it's due to, I ever talked about his story about he has got some miscellaneous challenges of the brother has been attacking the fish, and also removing the fish from the fish pond already. So he has got that. Even today, whenever they came and they wanted to fish here, they got that some people were here, and they got a thief who was stealing some fish from them. And I don't know which kind of, because guys, I've ever talked about these people were just always stealing fish from us. They are just the villagers who are just around. We have some of the families who are just living aside and besides us, all our neighbors here, and they're the same people who are just stealing. And whenever you get them and subject them to the law, it will be very chaotic, because they have to sell some land so as they can just pay you. So for Anesto, you have just seen he has just harvested the fish pond, and yet I'm the one, it's just the time I was harvesting here some fish, I'm the one who brought the fish for him. And I don't know if it's just 3 months old only, and he has already harvested some fish. And I think now they are so immature because they have to finish more than 6 months, so as you can just get a little bit of something which is more tangible as good money you can just invest in. But now you can just remember, it's just some couple of months has been achieving this project, so as he can have some fish. And I don't know if he's gonna be stocking here some fish again, because he's now demoralized. Him with Mangara, he has been demoralized very much, because his brother, who is the big brother to him, has been the one who is just stealing some fish. So if you can just see at the up there, there's a there's a one of a home coming out from there, a white iron sheet. So the brother is the one who is very near to the fish pond, and Anesto is now the real home, because the brother has reallocated from the real home where they were just living. Now it's just it's like 50 meters. It's like let's talk about 50 to 60 meters from here. So and Anesto is around 200 meters from here. So it means that whenever he sees that Anesto is going with the Mangare, is going to the business, which is the Young Trends Boutique at Mogesi's business area, so you can just get that good time to come and take some fish from here, because we have problems in terms of lunch, and because he has a wife, and is just the person who is always wangonyo. Whenever I talk about wangonyo, some people can just relate it, because wangonyo is the liquor. So whenever he goes and liquor, and sometimes you can just find that he doesn't have money, doesn't work, so as he can earn a little bit of money for himself. So he comes and get, which is the easiest way of getting money. It's just coming to Anesto's brother, which is the brother to him, and withdraw some fish from here and go and eat. So sometimes it's not even eating, because if it's eating, it could be very good, because it's the family thing that's helping the family to grow. But now it's now helping himself as he goes to pay for the liquors, or pay for the debts of the liquors that he has just drunk. So Anesto today has decided, and today they got some thieves, and I don't know what they did with some thieves, but I know some of the children also, whenever guys, this kind of a fish pond is just brought to this kind of an area, which is an open area, it brings chaos for even people are just, the people can just come and sit here. They see they can just sit here for a whole day, and Anesto is just at Nyabuhanse. They are selling unto the boutique. So they sit here, or they have some hooks or the baits. They can just take some fish. So today he has decided that I want to be clearing the old pond from here, and is now demoralized, and I don't think if he can just entrust anyone to put some fish here, or himself can just put some fish here. So by today I can just talk about this fish pond has much of the chaos to the family and to the people who are just around, because even me, I cannot come to this place so as I can just invest, because I've seen it already. And maybe whenever I invest now, they know that, oh, that guy now is a money, maybe has us invested, there's no problem with money, so they're gonna be stealing whenever I'm not around. And I can just see the good thing with this position is Yamaru has put here some solar already, which is just subjected to this position, so it will be very easy for him to during the night. So you can never know what's just happening, because the fish like light. Whenever you can just subject here some light, they will just come to where light is. So it will be very difficult for it will be very easy for the thieves to come and fish and get some fish from here, because it's very easy due to this kind of a light is just onto this position from Ayamarwa compound inside here. So this is what is just happening always to this position, and it's very disgusting, which is we have to bear with the circumstances that we have to diminish such kind of the behaviors that are protruding with people who don't know how we have just struggled to make it and make such kind of a living to be in this position, because it's so disgusting. And you can just imagine, guys, you cut your brother's hands, and you think that maybe you will just prosper in another way. So for the brother to Anesto, it's so sorry, because he's the only person who also stole my fish whenever I stocked. The first time I had some fish onto the area, it was the person who always came and just picked some fish from me. And during that day, I found that guy. And guys, let me give you a small synopsis about this, because now it differs with who you are and how are you, and how tempers can just come with you. Because I had invested a lot of money, and I had dug such kind of the fish ponds like this one here. It's very expensive for you to dig such kind of a pond and to this area, because how big it is, it's 300 meters square. Even this one is 300 meters square, as you can just see it, and it's now full of water. And I can just show you even the depth. You can even check the depth. So it's a little bit of 1 meter of depth. So it's very expensive for you even go and purchase some fish, come and stock them, maintain all the practice. You can even see how he's just trying to slash. So and also you can just go buy some feeds which are so expensive right now. 1 kg goes up to 180 to 200 shillings, which is Kenya shillings, and you can just find it's around $1.50 1 kg. And for you to produce the whole pond to have equal share and distribution of the feeds, you can find that you have to buy a lot of feeds for you to feed such kind of the fish. So you can just uptake it to me. I have 3 fish ponds, and you know, fish pond is not easy. Look at even Anesto now. He has harvested even before he could just the fish could just finish the time for them to be harvested. So it needs patience, because I was telling you a story of the guy, and during that time I had invested in 3 fish ponds. And these 3 fish ponds that I am just here, all of them had some fish of equal age and equal months. Talk about the equal age, and also the quantity were the same, and also the quality was the same. So you can find that I came and I was now sitting at that guava tree. Then I saw somebody coming and sitting down here, and he was about, okay, he was sitting and he had a bait. He was sitting and had a bait, and he was just throwing, and he gonna be getting some fish from in. So whenever I just came down, I found that he has some fish. So the only point is, can you stand there, take the fish that you have, we are going to the police station. And they talked about, are you very mad? I don't fish. I had just took the fish already, put them at the jacket. So I was about to pull them out, get them out as we are going to the police station. He told me that, okay, let's see who is the man. Now I had to decide that I have to use energy now. So during that time, I had to use energy. So these people of the village, and I can just remember the people who came to rescue the guy was Ayamaro and Kankomo. They were the people who came to rescue the guy, because I had beaten him like a Cherokee drum. Because in terms of business, you can never joke with somebody's business. And that's why I'm always talking about, even if this area is not yet fenced, so we have some barriers. They know that this guy, it's a no-go zone. And they know this area, it's a go zone. So you can just decide on that. So this is what is happening to our village, and that's how people are demoralized already to get out of this fish farming, because the fish pond of Anesto, it's subjected to the family, and the elder brother is the one who got that idea, because I had constructed my fish ponds here. So whenever I was harvesting, they talked about, we have an area there. It was even whenever Anesto, I talked about this thing. Anesto talked about, I want to renovate our fish ponds. The fish pond they have, and I asked Anesto, are you sure your brother will not be stealing this fish, because he's the one who is always tampering with our fish ponds here at the level of the village? And he talked about, no, we have to, he's my brother, I'll talk to him. Okay, we'll talk to him, because he has been so cruel and very crook outside here, so you can never bear with the circumstances. So what has happened, I had warned him already, because I know the brother very well, and he was the person who came here. I was fishing. Guys, during that time, it was around 2019. I can just remember. 2019. Yeah, 2019. He came and I was fishing here, and I had that fish pond and this. So he came up and he saw the fish that I was removing here, and he thought about, even me, I'm going to dig my fish pond today. I was about, okay, go and start. Guys, that boy is the elder brother to Anesto. There were 2. First brother and the second brother. They were the only 2 people who dug that fish pond for 1 week. I can just remember. I was here now whenever I started digging this, and I brought some people. They were now finishing theirs. I can just remember. 2020, now 2019, 2020, they are now finishing theirs, because it was there in December. So I know how they struggled to dig it out. And Anesto came and stocked some fish there. So talking about you renovated. The only thing he's a very, very stupid in mind. He can just talk about, now you have renovated it, now you have withdrawn your fish, now go. Yeah, your part is now gone. So that's how even your people who are just with your own families, that's how you are just being subjected to. So you can never bear with the circumstance that this is what is happening to Anesto. And now I'll just talk to him, as I can just get more information about what's now taking place, as he has just now harvested fish already. The money, where is the money now going? Or he talked about he doesn't have a phone. You're going to be purchasing a phone, something like that, and everything going to be very, very secure. So guys, by today it has been a very fantastic day, ever possible for us meeting in this video again, because whenever you hear my voice, you know that Gintu is well. And I know from wherever you are, I know you are well as too, as I am here. And it's very appreciation to everything that's happening. And we have to talk and get things forward. Wow, look at this, guys. This is called this is now ions. This water has ions, so whenever they're just going in, you can even check, they're now going into this river. So it means that ions are overtaking everything. So these are ions, yellow and red water. You can even check how it's just draining itself to this position. This is the soil that has some iron, so you have to bear with the circumstances whenever you are coming to the river, YouTube or any river you want to make or get the services from that river. These are whenever we have some floods, this is what is just subjected here. So mambo
Freshi.
naoga
Naoga tu pole pole.
hapa ni mosmos.
Mosi tu.
Sabuni hapa haki ya Mungu.
Hapo inameremeta tu.
Fresh
Hapo yani iko fresh. Hapa sasa ninaoshi mwili. Nasikia jasho zaidi.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So everything is so fantastic. Here we have some soaps here. Fantastic.
Ndio inafanya hivi sasa ndio unang'ara zaidi.
Kiingereza?
This is wewe mwenyewe useme. Basi utakumbe utakuwa hiyo mahesabu.
Haya, asante.
Sawa.
Wow. is just flowing very meticulously, very slowly, because we have different positions of getting that kind of the voices of water, and this is very calm, very fantastic. happening and to our area, and the river YouTube right now, it's very fantastic and very maintained. So you can just check how things are just moving by today. So guys, keep it in touch, keep it locked, as I'll be updating you more much about anything coming out from every section of this area, as we're going to be getting more impact what is happening to the village section, and everything is being packaged for you. Keep it watching, keep it vibing from wherever you are, all the continents combined together, and I really like you, and let's groove together as a team. Fantastic. Guys, my fish pond is having a damage here. You can even check from this position here. So it's collapsing. I think it's people are just passing here, some cows, and maybe they just got stuck here. So you can even check how it's just having some miscellaneous challenge here until this area. So you can even check how it's just happening. So it has been subjected inside. It has collapsed already, and I want to be making sure that this position is taken care of. You can even check this area, how it's just sinkable. You can even check it's just going down. So it means that this area is not so strong as one of the area. Maybe part of what we talk about. We have some challenges that are sometimes brought with fish. Whenever we stock some fish here, sometimes we have what's called barrows. They create some holes at the pavement of or the dikes, so as they can just lay there some eggs and do something very heterozygous with the condition they have. So you can just find that they're the ones that are drilling in and making such kind of a misery, which is just the collapsing of the land in some sections, which are weakened via the barrows that are created with fish. So sometimes you have to face such kind of the challenges, and it's very easy to take it in accountability, because it's just making sure that it's reinforced and to that position it has just reached, as we can get much response from there. So guys, this is what is happening onto the field, and I'll be updating you more much about what is being considered on and how the fish rearing is done. And this at the Athens fish ponds I was ever talking about that we have onto this area, and we really like about that, because this is where you can just get a much of the learning session from, because somebody else told me about I can plant algae. What is that? I talked about such kind of a name. I don't know what Zola. The seeds that I don't know was Zola seeds. That whenever you subject them to water, and the water has and been enriched with the vitamin, it's gonna be covering the whole pond, and fish eat it, and even chicken eat it. So somebody told me about that idea, and I wanna be making sure that I'm going to get a hint about that Azola, something like that, Azola, something like that, and the chicken also eat it. And I was about to, oh, you could have saved me more much. And if you know that kind of a plant that is grown on top of water, and more muchly the Athens fish ponds, you can just tell me, and if it can just work, because someone told me, and it was about it's so nutritious to the chicken, and also the fish can even eat. And I am about to get here some fish, so I know that it will be so fantastic for me to search kind of the project I'm just taking over. So from this position, it's very fantastic day, and God has granted us peace as we are ongoing with all the sections that we have been approved to do for today. And for this is an end. Keep it watching, keep it in.